Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning into your second C++ video. Now, assuming you got everything to work, this is what we were left with last time. Now, I want to go ahead and do one thing, and that is if you go to Tools, Options, Text Editor, All Languages, Line Numbers, and that's the same process for just do 2010 or 2012. See how we have line numbers now? That's going to come in useful later. So, the first thing that I want to teach you guys is this is basically the skeletal system of the programs we're going to be doing in the beginning. And that is we're going to be including IOStream, using namespace std. We have to have an int main. And what this is a function. This is the main function. Don't worry about int or return 0 or cin.get right now. But for right now, take it on faith that you need this stuff to run a C++ program. Now we're going to get into what all of this means. We're going to get into the name. We're really going to only be using standard namespace, but we're going to be getting into what namespaces are, what functions are, why this has to return a value, what does int main mean, why does it have to be main, why can't I name this, if I name this something else, why won't it work. We will get into all of that, but for right now, we're just going to stick with the very basic first program, and we're going to do the classic first program, excuse me, classic first programming example, which is hello world. So to do that, you're going to just write cout, C-O-U-T, two of the, I have no idea what those things are called, alligator mouse? I don't know, whatever, two of those, and then we're going to write hello world, and we're going to close it. Make sure you put this in quotes, otherwise it won't work. And we're going to go ahead and run it with F5. And boom, hello world. And yeah, that's your very first C++ program. So cout, what cout does is it puts something out. It basically outputs something to the screen, which could be text or it could be later on variables when we start talking about variables. But for right now, all you have to worry about is that it outputs things to the screen. Now, every time you have a cout, you have to either put something in quotes if it's the actual literal string, right? Or, yeah, it just has to be put in quotes. Just for right now, I'm not going to try to confuse you guys anymore. Then you're probably already confused. Just put it in quotes. Now, another thing, let's say you want to see out multiple lines, like hello world, my name is Robert. Okay, and make sure you have to end every line with a semicolon if for couts. So let's say we want to do this. Let's see what we have. Hello world, my name is Robert. Wow, it's not on two different lines, it's all on the same line. And the reason that is there's a couple different ways that you can do this. Let's say you want one cout to take up one full line. You can either do this, ENDL, which means end line, and then that will work, and then we'll have a separation between one line and the next line. Hello world, my name is Robert. Or another thing that you can do, which I don't necessarily like it better, but it is probably easier, is backslash n. If you type in backslash n at the end of your string and you go ahead and run it, it will create a new line. So a little bit easier, a little less typing, but yeah, you can do either way. And so this is how you output things to the screen. And yeah, so that is your second tutorial. And you should just go ahead and just fiddle around with this for a while and you know, output different things to the screen. I know when the first C++ program I wrote, I thought it would be funny to do something like this. You know, for my parents to come home to and find, which is, you know, you now have a virus. So, anyways, you know, do whatever you want. Have fun with it. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys about the variables.